Hola, everybody. Why do these not seem like they're all the way up? Because they're not. Here we go. This is not the right color, I don't think. It is. Hello, everybody. Hola, hola. Hello, hello. How are you all today? This light, yes, we do. Hey, everybody. What y'all doing? It's late, ain't it? It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Hey. You've been waiting and studying all day. Good job. Because I'm sorry I didn't get back on last night and then today. I went and saw Indiana Jones. Family. It was long. Mr. Michi met me there. Can y'all believe it? And he wasn't a crazy stalker person. He was actually a perfect gentleman. So I didn't have to go by myself. Ain't y'all excited about that? So I met another person in our community today. Yes. Thank you so much. I almost fell asleep on him. I almost fell asleep. And he knew it too. He said, "You're getting sleepy, aren't you?" Yeah, I am. I'm getting tired. I'm about to. Hey, y'all. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Naisha. So, look. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I hope he didn't think I was rude or nothing because I didn't do a lot of talking because I was trying to see everything in the movie. And I was focusing so much, my eyes started closing. I was looking like really trying to pay attention. I was about to be asleep. I had ate me some curly fries. It was a wrap. I did have a good time, and my anxiety was through the roof. Well, hello, Kim. Oh, yes, my anxiety was through the roof. I was super nervous at everything. It was crazy. Ooh, so I want to talk to y'all about something. I don't really have nothing to teach today. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have nothing to teach, but I do want to talk to y'all about something because I don't be around nobody, Diana. I have not even had more than 20 visitors in my house, and that's including my kids and my grandkids and all of that in 2 years. I don't see nobody except for the Uber people. Oh no, no, no. It's not anything like that. It's not anything like that. I didn't want to go to the movies by myself and he offered to take me. It was pretty cool too. He's a perfect gentleman. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking to you about. I just wanted to tell you I did get out and I did meet somebody from our community. So I'm happy that we don't have a lot of weirdos. It makes me excited. Yes. Yes, I don't go nowhere. So anyway, I want to talk about this because that last video that I put up with the man over in Africa, I guess it's been rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because folks then got on my post talking crazy. Okay? Talking about it's not happening. The one about the darkness. Yes, Deja, do you see these crazy folks? Do you see it? So then what we read the other day about intelligence and wisdom not being something that is widely spread in the last days, do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? That intelligence and wisdom, it's not something people they don't really wanna. They don't like if it ain't all now. Y'all done heard me say this 1,000 times, probably more than that, maybe now. How many people really believe? Now you understand why I say if it ain't on the news, they not gonna believe it. And if you wait for the news to tell you, it's too late. Are y'all see it on my post? People said I'm fear mongering still, even though we got several hundred people in our community that just lived through almost a week or longer without no power, without no internet. Food went bad. It's videos after videos of people in Illinois and Oklahoma saying we ain't got no internet, we ain't got no lights, there's no ice, there's no gas, and people will still say this is not happening because it's not happening in your neighborhood. But guess what? A mile over, Because you're so self-absorbed, you don't even know that there's people in your city right now that don't have power or don't have access to water. You just saw a video about the 15-minute cities on Instagram. Listen. Didn't that man say you're not going to be able to work? And what did I tell y'all? Have I not been saying for a year and a half we're not going to be able to go outside? See, this is why when the people get on our thing and they talk crazy, they don't know what we've been talking about. They see this and they think I'm jumping on a train. But this just be solidifying what we've been talking about for the last 18 months, 17 months. We almost at 2 years. We running up on 2 years February. So in 2 years of us being here, we seen God told us there wasn't going to be no food. Y'all, they are selling us lab-grown meat that wasn't it wasn't incubated as an egg. It wasn't an embryo. It cells. That means there's no meat. This appeal or whatever it is, these are lab-grown vegetables. So then they're not real. So exactly what God was telling us last year, this year, there wasn't going to be any food in the end of last month, beginning of this month. That's exactly what they said. Oh, yeah, we're not giving y'all real food no more. We're going to give y'all meat that's grown off of cancer cells. Since the pandemic didn't work. And enough of y'all didn't get sick and kill the bucket. Croak. Hola, sir. Let me call you back. I'm live. Okay. Bye. Oh, that's one of my good friends. Here in Canada, they're talking about taking the expiration date off of canned goods. Oh, thank you, Miss Walcott. Did y'all hear that? See, can I tell y'all something? That's the other thing. We have people literally on all 7 continents and the islands. For the people that think CERCA TROVA is fear-mongering, I'm literally getting emails and messages from people all around the world on all 7 continents about what's going on in Australia, in Austria, in this place, in that place. So while people keep talking about I'm fear-mongering, now just ain't nobody telling you nothing. But we talked about our kids not having the ability to watch TV and Daniel probably sold these out. And then within 2 weeks or 3 weeks of us buying these, guess what happened? People's power started going out. And there was no internet, so their children could not watch TV. Guess what else there wasn't? Electricity. But prior to that, we already had these and we already had small generators where we could recharge them because we knew there wasn't going to be any internet and we knew there wasn't going to be any electricity. What else did we have? And I'm going to keep saying this because it seems small. But it's people that was in them storms that didn't wake up to no dark houses in our community. Because even though they grown, they was willing to take wise advice from a lady they never met in their life. And she said, listen, go buy some of these and put one in each room. I don't care if you put it in the lamp, the closet, or whatever. So if your power goes out, you don't got to wake up the screaming kids, which is going to shock you out your sleep. And guess what? There was people that did not have to wake up, even though everybody else on their block was out. Their house was lit up like a Christmas tree. Proof, because they told me, hey, we in this place and the lights is out and our emergency lights kicked on. The kids went and grabbed their DVD players. We had already had DVDs, so we was cool. We could cook because we had a butane stove, so we could heat water. We had a hailstorm out of this world last night. Where you at, Miss Brown Rose? I went out to the woods one day. It was scary thinking about not having power and being lost. Yep. But you should have a compass, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. Oklahoma? Okay. And that's where my cousin lives. And she was one of the people that was without power for 6 days. And she has an elderly, disabled mom who has medication that needs to be refrigerated. And the Quick Trips they was out of ice. There was no ice. She had to throw everything in her freezer away and everything in her refrigerator and deep freezer away. Had sleet and rain today, really heavy. Really? New York weather be tripping. There's a dust storm coming from Africa to the Gulf. It's Florida right now. Okay. Right. Get the portable solar coolers. Right. We talked about that. Our solar coolers. Or the rechargeable ones. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're in. Okay. Close enough. Same thing right there. This is the thing. This is the thing. All of the solar power garden lights are coming inside. Yep. But if you go ahead and get these, you won't need them. Yes, Quick Trip. And Quick Trip got the best ice on the planet. Better than hospital ice. But there was none. Like, I wish my cousin would answer. I don't know what she's doing. She might be asleep. But the next time we talk about, y'all saw, she sent me the video. I showed y'all the thing of how the cars was all backed up behind there. Oh, I think it's on my other freaking phone. Girl. I think it's on my other phone. Oh, no. Why is this not a video? Oh, y'all. So it is on my other phone, the one that's not working, I think. Mhm. Yeah, it is. Dang it. Or is it? Hold on. Yep, it is. Okay, so it's on my other phone. Anyway, um, yeah. So for the people that get on here and talk about our fear month, um, yeah, I'm not fear mongering, but it makes me feel absolutely amazing when people in the CERCA TROVA community, WOIU community say, no, I'm literally in Florida and our power has been out for 2 days, but we had our generators and our emergency light bulbs and our little, butane stove or whatever. So we didn't even have to really miss a beat. Our food stayed cold or whatever. We got people that got countertop ice maker, so it might not make a ton of ice, but at least you could be doing that all day while you trying to fill it up. If there's no ice, you could still be making your own to keep your things cool or to make ice packs or whatever you need because you have a generator that can run that and make ice during the day, and then you just put it in there and maybe you using it for something else at night. You know what I mean? We got radios and lights and stuff. So I'm just amazed at how many people don't really believe this is happening. They're like, did it happen yet? Have you not been watching the news? Oh, I forgot they're not putting it on the news so that you don't panic and so that you're not prepared so they can usher people into what they want them to do. They make up to 26 pounds of ice. Okay. Thank you, Auntie, because I still ain't even opened mine yet. I need to do that. That's why I'm not going to be on here long. I got to shred papers. SNAP benefits are going out in July. What does that mean? Like they get rid of food stamps in July? Do parents know this? Well, what are you saying? They're sending out pandemic food stamps. Several states got approved. Is it the VA sending out $4,000 Social Security checks? They sending out 120 for what? See, this is why it's important to have people all over. Wait a minute, really? What's going on? Yes, each state has a different date. Families should receive SNAP benefits in July. Well, everybody, because I want some SNAP help. It's only me, but is that not for everybody? Where do I apply? Everybody in Chicago experienced the flood will be getting a $400 emergency link. Well, where do I apply for the emergency stuff? Like, am I considered an like? Because wait a minute, see, this is why I gotta get on it. Like, right? Did y'all know? See, this is why it's good to have family members everywhere. Is it for all Americans or? Oh, if you get stamps, you get extra. Well, damn, there's that. Y'all have, okay. I don't got no pandemic EBD cards. My kids, my last baby was like 18 right as that all was going on, so there's nothing. I think the first 6 months I got something because my baby was in school, my youngest, and then after that it wasn't. Summer EBT for children. Okay. So I hope and pray that you all are using that in a smart manner. Right? You all are using that in a smart manner, right? August and Farms. What? I don't know when that was approved. I definitely will. I definitely will. I definitely will. Get her a journal, Deja. You hear me? And one of these. You can pick whichever one you want, but get her one of these. And a pretty pen, because she's going to need it. Quickly. You can order it on Amazon tonight. It ain't going to be nothing, probably but about $25. You just heard the Morgan Chicago is closed for now. For new bodies, it says everyone must be buried within a day or two. You said what? But I already knew because one of my little babies said, "Oh my God, this is happening in Chicago right now." Now she said that day near 3 days ago that the Chicago morgue wasn't taking nobody because they was full and they was gonna have to be buried the same day. Ain't that what that man said on the video yesterday, Deja? For everybody that's saying girl, listen, family, get your stuff. Get your stuff. Go ahead and get your stuff. Go ahead. Go ahead and get your stuff. Y'all, I just said that. God warned us. We did not have to wait for the news. Do you understand what's going to happen if those bodies don't get buried? Do you know how much infectious disease is going to start to spread if dead bodies are not buried? Are you understanding? That go airborne and it could be disastrous. Don't forget that the Marburg virus is here. Is it called the Marburg virus? That version of what is it called? The plague. What is it called? Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ebola, Ebola. Yeah, Ebola, Ebola. Yeah, Ebola. So dead bodies laid out. All they gotta do is hit one with it. The first person come in contact with it, there you go. We just read about the dead people coming back alive too, didn't we? Who enjoyed Baruch from the class the other day? Baruch and Enoch. Who enjoyed reading that? Who also remembers when we first started this? We read the scripture about before one could be buried, another would be slain. I want to say it was either Jeremiah or Acts, something like that. Y'all remember we talked about that? It was talking about the young men in the streets. Before one could be buried, another would be slain. All I'm going to say is this: get your stuff. Get your stuff. Can I ask you a question? For the people that have been here with us for a while, do you now see how your studies have paid off? Having an ear to listen to the opposite of what the world is saying, who sees that that pays off? Who? People was telling you you was probably wasting your time. You was delusional. I'm a cult leader. If I was a prophet, why I ain't in church? Didn't nobody ordain me, and she got her belly out and she drank it and doing other things. But have y'all not seen everything that we talked about in this time just about come to pass in less than a year? I ain't in no pool, but y'all want to see something funny? Who want to see something funny? Oh, who want to see something funny? Hilarious. This is. Okay. So remember when I told y'all there were some things that I had been asking God for in 2014. And God told me to build a podium for those books that I have, right? Because I had just built my daughter's beds. God told me to build a podium for my big Bibles, right? And I was like, people already think I'm crazy talking about these lost books and stuff. I said, I'm not about to build no podium. I'm not gonna do that. And I don't want to stand at a podium anyway. Do y'all know he let my money dry up? He let the meds dry up. I mean, nothing. Nothing was going on for like a month. And I could not understand what was going on, y'all. I said, I don't understand. So I called my godmother and I called a few other women that are older than me that I feel are very wise women. hmm And I said, this is what's happening. And they said, build it. And I said, I'm not building it. They said, I was like, first of all, I don't even got no wood to build it anyway. Okay. So how about I go ahead and build this thing? The moment that I do this, the people from Make a Wish with Disney, they called. My homeboy called and was like, I've been meaning to come and drop this money by you. I forgot. And then just basically all the stuff that I had been waiting on for like 3 weeks, the answers, they didn't come until I got out and built this thing. And the crazy thing is, I was talking crazy because I was like, I don't even got no wood. I don't even got no wood. I went outside and I had left my garage open about this much, which I normally don't do. And somebody had came by my house and slid wood. But it was all random pieces, like a kid's easel that was broke. Y'all know the little one we buy for the kids with the like purple and red thing. And it was like a platform, like a piece of what you call it? Like a pallet, but it was a small square one, not a big one. A small. It was just all these random. And I'm like, how did this wood get in here? Right? Because I ain't nobody just walked in my garage because the door was down. I thought. So the day that I said I would do it, the night before, and nobody knew this because it was in the middle of the night when I made this decision that I was going to go ahead and try to build something that I had never built before. Oh, before I said yes, because God already knew I was going to say yes, he let my homeboy, who was a maintenance dude at like apartments I used to live in, come just randomly one morning and slide all of this wood up under the door. I just so happened, and I don't like mice and bugs. So I keeps my garage door down, and if I got a house, I keeps the door down because I'm not about to be fighting no rodents or nothing. Okay? So the fact that I accidentally left it open this much, he slides it in there in the middle of the night or on his way to work. I don't know when he put it in there. And then I finally tell God, okay, fine, at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to, 4 o'clock in the morning, roughly. I'm going to go ahead and build it. I don't even know how to build it. You're going to have to tell me how to build this thing because I ain't never built it, y'all. As soon as I finish building this thing, and it might not mean nothing to nobody else, but I'm going to tell you something. This is when my life changed because I realized obedience, if we don't have to think we think that God have us do stuff that is going to be relevant to where we see ourselves. And that's, well, for me, I can't say for y'all. For me, it wasn't that. He had me do all of this random weird stuff that I didn't feel like had no relevance to my life. But look at what he made me build, y'all, and look at what I do today. I built this out of scraps. I built it. Not one of these pieces of wood went together. Nothing. I built this thing out of scraps, y'all. Seriously. Painted it because it was like an ugly gray and purple. It was. I had to figure out how to take these pieces and put them together. For what? Why do you want me to build a podium in my house? Because guess where you going to be ministering at for the next freaking dang near 15 years. 10 for sure. In your house. Where are you going to minister to the world at? In your house. He had to let me see this. When I told y'all he used to make me talk to my computer and to my tablet and say y'all and hello like it was other people, it was nobody but me, but he wouldn't let me post it. I was like, what do this have to do with anything? I don't want to be a pastor. I don't want to be a minister in the church. He said, I know, build the podium in your house. Y'all, where do I minister from every single day? My house. But that was 2014. We going up on 2024. So 10 years ago, he made me build that. And 10 years later, I am literally ministering to the world via video. So if anybody walk past my house, they think I'm crazy because they don't hear nobody else in here talking but me. Tell me that is not relevant. This is why I said you might not understand why he tell you turn left, turn right, do this, because you don't know the plan he had for you. When I did that, people thought I was high and mighty. You trying to, what, you didn't ordain yourself? I said, I didn't want to build this. He cut my money off until I did. What do you mean? Y'all already look at me crazy for having these books, the big ones that I had, telling me I need to give them to the church. Well, if God wanted the church to have some, he would have had somebody purchase some. But he didn't give them to the church. He gave them to me. Because I didn't even know they existed. They were a gift. Then he told me build the stand to put them on. And they sat there they was on that thing for a good, probably 2 years, 3 years. Come on. So that's why I'm telling you, like, I showed y'all that to show you whatever he asks you to do too, he gonna be and already provided what you need to do it. The day I said yes, the wood got there the night while I was sleeping, and I hadn't talked to nobody about needing no wood or nothing. Are you getting it? He knew I was gonna say yes at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So he had my homeboy drop it off either on his way home from work. I don't know when he did it, but it was there before I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And at 3:30 or whatever, I was like, fine, I'm just gonna build it. I don't know. This is crazy, but I'm just gonna do it. And look what I'm doing now. So those random things that don't seem like God would have you do it is probably the stuff that he's having you do. Cause I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off here. Okay. There was people that told me God was not telling me to stay home and read. For 10 years I heard over 10 years, but we just gonna say 10. For 10 years, people told me God was not telling me not to work, to stay home and read. Pastors told me I was lying. They told me I was in a reprobate mind and everything. Y'all, what do I do every day? Sit at home and read. To people all around the world. Because it didn't look like church to them. If I would have listened to them, do y'all realize we wouldn't be here? We would not be prepared if I waited on somebody to say just because I don't have a piece of paper from the church, even though they have no idea about my ordination. They don't need to know. It was between me, God, and the person that did it. I ain't sad about it. Because I didn't even know what was happening until somebody explained it to me, which is crazy. And that's when my ministry took off like crazy. I was ministering in Florida and this place and that place and all over and everywhere. It was nuts to all sorts of people, to all races, creeds, kinds, people from England and everywhere else. It was nuts. But had I not walked in the way that God wanted me to walk instead of what everybody else was telling me and what the church and the pastor and this person, I listened to God. And it's that no that voice that won't go away. It won't go away. And it ain't aggressive. He just keep dropping it in your spirit like, hey, hey, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. For whatever reason, y'all fell up on my TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And God said, hey, I know it sounds crazy what she's saying, but pay attention. And I've had to do the same thing when God let random people come up to me and say stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is relevant. Something's going to happen. I need to. Okay. I'm just saying, we all have got to listen. You know what I'm saying? And when you listen, you be prepared. Y'all cannot tell me that y'all don't feel prepared. I know y'all do. And even if you ain't got everything, you know for a fact that you are in a better situation than a lot of people. Not saying like, oh, we better, but because we listen to God, there's advantages to listening. There's advantages to obedience. There's advantages to. I told you I cannot go back to that other life. What other life? Waiting till it happened to know. I cannot go back to waiting until it happens to know. I don't want to ever go back to that life. Because when you live with God and you allow Him to train you every day to hear His voice, you don't have to do too much of that. He'll tell you about arguments that's going to happen. He'll tell you not to spend your money, to spend your money. He'll do all of that. And then you don't have as many angry days and irritated days. He'll tell you who to help and who not to help. Do you feel happy that you are in the no crowd? In the crowd that knows what's going to happen before it happens and you can prepare? You don't care what nobody's saying. You see. You can see. And God shows you how listening, oh, it pay off. That's why I'm like, why I want to keep being hard headed and still not getting what I want? Let me listen. And then I don't have all that stress. I don't have all the irritation of, I don't say something is always happening. No, well, why would I say that? Then I'm bringing craziness on my own self. I don't say it's always something. I don't say that. And if you hear me say it, I normally try to correct myself. I quit saying that. Because when you say it's always something, especially after something bad happens, you just put that into eternity. So look for crazy stuff to keep happening. Now, why would I say, if anything with something always happening, it need to be, oh, yes, honey, I want this to happen all the time. But I'm not going to say that about negative things. Oh, this always happens. This always something. And you have a negative, the universe can read energy. You weren't happy when you said that. And so then it's just bringing more back, multiplied. No, I don't want no parts of it. God say you have what you speak. So if you say it's always going to be trouble in your life by saying it's always something, then guess what you about to have? If you say it's always something, always is never ending. So you just spoke trouble on your life for what? Trouble you didn't have to speak in your life. You didn't even have to. You could have said, God, I don't know what's going to happen, but can you just change the situation for me? Instead, you said it's always something. Which then put that continually in your life trouble. No. Come on, Queen. Because we don't even realize we be the people speaking craziness in our life. And then be mad at everybody else. Well, God got to use somebody to bring your words to pass. God has to use people. When you say, I already know I'm going to be irritated today, you sign somebody up at your job to get on your nerves because you spoke that instead of saying, I know I'm going to have a great day. And even if everybody else don't, I'm still going to have one. Why you didn't say that instead? Instead of saying, I know I'm going to be irritated. I already know these kids don't act up. I already know. So you didn't just, if it wasn't going to happen, you now made it happen. Because the Bible says you have what you speak. He spoke us into existence and everything that we see, and He gave us that same ability. So, what are you speaking into your life that you really don't want because you okay about saying this always happens, or I knew it was going to happen, where things don't change. No, I want everything to continually change in my life. I've been saying this a lot, and I think I said this example with you guys, but I'm gonna say it again. Going back to your old life or doing the same thing over and over is just like getting dressed, taking your time to get up, shower, get dressed, beat your face or whatever you're gonna do, getting your keys, going out your front door, locking the door, getting in your car, starting the car, and going right back in the house. And that's all you do all day. You will never go anywhere. You will never see anything except for the inside of your car and your door. That's it. So every time you go back to acting like you used to act, dealing with a person that you know already hurt your heart, and yes, we all do it, but when do you get to the point where you gonna quit getting in a car that ain't going nowhere? Who's gonna spend 2 hours getting ready to go get in the car, be in there for 5 minutes, don't drive nowhere, just sit in the car, and then go right back in the house? You're gonna waste your time like that and do that every day on the hour or whatever? Because that's what you do when you go back to situations that are not healthy for you. You gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Come on now. But do you get what I'm saying? Every time that you go back and act like you used to act, whatever it was that God freed you from, however that works, then it's just like you going, getting dressed in the car and not going nowhere. Because it's just gonna keep happening. It's the same thing. And you're gonna stay in the same spot. You're not gonna see anything else. You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna do nothing. You just be doing the same thing 10 years later. That's not beneficial. It's okay to do the same thing if it's good. But if it's not good, then what are you doing? And we are human, so you're gonna go through things where you try to test and see. But after you know, whose fault is it after that? Is it their fault or your fault? You said Groundhog Day forever. Day forever. Come on, Miss Angel, that part. Literally. Groundhog Day forever. Literally. Literally. You gonna say trapped in it? Mm-mm. So who remembers our shape test? Are you seeing the shapes now? Who's seeing the shapes along with this exercise of getting dressed, going to the car, starting the car, and going right back in the house and just doing that over and over and not going anywhere, physically not moving? Maybe talking to myself, literally just wrote my feelings down about the situation all the time. I'm praying, asking God if it's not from me. Okay. Okay. You said circle sigh. What was y'all main shape? Y'all changing that now, trying to be a straight line person, aren't you? Who's trying to be a straight line person? Y'all thought I was crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm not no shape. I'm a straight line. I don't want no parts of that other stuff. Mm-hmm. 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 Straight line person. Oh, yes. You don't want to be a circle, triangle, square, none of that. Straight line, that's it. That's the only thing I want to be. Straight line is infinite. And it can go so many ways and still be considered, yeah, a straight line. Right. Because, like we said, you can build on that straight line to completely cover that page. But if anything becomes toxic, you can cut it off where it connects to the vine, and everything in your life keeps thriving. Everything in your life keeps thriving. But if I'm a square or a circle, there's barriers that I got to try to get out of without tearing up my life. And then I can't really grow outside of that shape. Go back and do the exercise and do your shapes the same size and see how long it take you to fill up the inside of your shape, and then see how long it take you to fill up a whole sheet of paper with vines. I've done it. I think it's the book that's in my room. Maybe. I started on one in this one. I think it's either this one or that one. Hold on, y'all. Oh, no, it's not this one. I think it's in my other book. I think it's in my other journal. The one with the... Oh, it's probably in my room. I'm not going to go get it. But I do have one where I did like the whole page in vines, just to see how long it would take me to fill it up. It takes a lot longer to fill up that page with that straight line on it with vines than it does your little big shape. And then you can't go no further after that. And I know that seems like something that's so simple, but it's so powerful when you think about it. Because in order to get a person out of that shape with you, you got to tear up your life to change it. But if you a straight line, if they become toxic, you could just cut them off right where they connect. And then you don't have to tear up the rest of your life to get them out. That's how I look at people. Like, where do you connect to my vine? Are you just sucking the nutrients from my vine? Or are you adding nutrients to my vine? And if you trying to suck up all the nutrients for yourself, you got to go. Can't do no selfish folks. People that don't care about other people, just only themselves. Like, that's a sucky. I don't even want to be around you because you're going to suck the nutrients out of everybody and not think about nobody but yourself. Not realizing there's only so much fruit that you can produce as one person. So I don't have to slight you or throw you under the bus or any of that, because what's going to be mine on this vine is going to be mine. So, anyway, y'all, I'm probably about to go take me a bath and get in the bed. I actually went outside today. It's nice. Watched my movie. But I did want to talk to y'all about how crazy these people is, and that they really don't think nothing is happening. And it's scary for me, because a lot of these people have children. They have elderly parents. They have husbands and wives that have to have medication and needs to be refrigerated, or husbands and wives that have CPAP machines or asthma machines or whatever, breathing machines, medical equipment, and they're not ready. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. It's not happening until you out scrambling to try to get something. And it's bad. I know this happened because I know somebody that this happened to, where they went out, they waited, their parent didn't want to go get nothing, and then they was out getting bags of rice that was bust open, because there was no rice, it was no big bags of rice, it was no nothing. So they had to take the open bag that had been bust. This was during COVID, when the cabinets was bare, and the whatever, before they started limiting how much, because people was just buying everything. Yeah, it was. But see, this time they got everything about to be digital. So just like when we went through COVID, and it was like 4 cans of green beans. It didn't matter how many family members you had. 1 pack of chicken, 1 pack of this. Well, now they ain't even selling us real meat no more, or vegetables. So you said your family's starting to notice. That's my family saying nothing is going on. Oh, well, thank you so much, Amazon. Yeah, I don't care. I wouldn't even worry about it, Miss Ida, no more. I wouldn't say nothing else. That's why I said, if they can't see now, you want your kids to be in turmoil. And I don't have to feel no sympathy, because you don't believe. So when they driving by and they see the whole block is dark, And they be trying to figure out how they see a glimpse of light in your house. Well, you should share with me why. You didn't believe this was going to happen, remember? You said that's never going to happen. It's not happening. So then it's not happening. So you didn't prepare. So I don't have to worry about it. Your kids being in the dark, your kids not having no food, you not being able to cook for a month straight because there's no electricity. None of that has anything to do with it. Oh, pretty cool. No, no, no. That's baby. Anytime my soul go down in Jesus' name, that's what we out here for. We fishermen of men. Come on, come on. High five, high five, high five, honey. That's jewels in your crown if you helped him get there. That's a jewel in your crown if you helped him go on and make the decision to come on and get on in. Come on. That part, Sarah. And Miss Lady. Nothing to do with me. I'm crazy. Remember, yeah, that part. We crazy. We fear mongering. You're Lord, please don't let us be this petty. But if they came and said, "Well, do you see what's going on?" Oh, come on with that then. You got your little good old jewel in your crown. Keep busting heads. You just keep getting a whole bunch of them. And now that we know that they could be 500 feet tall, the more the merrier is all I'm going to say. So, um, I'm hoping. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I know that we can choose our shape. Oh, it's over. It is over. I'm going to be a book. I'm gonna be able to be a book, and then I'm gonna be, I don't know, maybe a page, and then like a feather. I wonder if we can choose multiple shapes. I need to go back and watch Soul. Was that Soul able to transform into any shape? I didn't really pay attention. I did, but I didn't. Is Soul, could they, the souls change into any shape? Wow. Yes or no? Yeah, you just watched it a few days ago. So the souls could change into any. Mm. You think they can? I'm just saying when they was up there, when they was up there, wasn't when he flying around, he was like changing into different stuff, or no? He was just the same shape the whole time. I don't know. Is it on Disney? I'm gonna have to go watch it. Hello, I'm gonna have to go watch it. I need to go eat. I ate them fries, and I don't know what kind of grease they use, but my stomach is. Oh. Yes. Are you going to bed? It's on Disney. Yeah, I'm about to go. So the kids movie. Who went back and watched it? I'm about to watch it too. If it's on Disney, I'm gonna watch that tonight. Um, for the people that got grandkids and kids that's under 10, they put both of the Nanny McPhee. Hey, cousin, I'm live. No, 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 no. I need you. I just need was talking about you. So it's people talking crazy on my on my post where I put the African man where he said it's not gonna be no lights, it's not gonna be no this, and people are like, "Oh, you're fear mongering. Where in the United States is this happening?" So, can you please tell these people where you live and what happened to you?
Well, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and probably it has it been about almost 2 weeks ago, almost. Well, 3 weeks ago, she actually sat in class and she posted a couple of videos about this government test that we're going to be running and whatever, whatnot. People weren't going to have power. Well, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we had a tornado, and I was without power for 5 days. There are some people that was without power for like 10 days.
Can I ask you a question? When you went to get ice to try to keep your food, what happened?
Quick Trip was packed. Gas stations were packed. Gas stations were running out of gas. Gas stations were running out of ice. The fountain machine and stuff like that. Even the ice that already comes back was running out, and it was so bad they started raising gas prices to like $7 a gallon.
Mm. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Up to 10 days. There was no gas or not enough gas really to run the generators. There was no ice. It was running out. Cousin, I have a question. What happened to all the food in your deep freezer, refrigerator, and freezer on your refrigerator?
Everything went bad. Everything went bad. Oh, I was able to salvage a few things in my deep freezer, and that's only because I had bags and bags of ice in there. But from my ice bags melting in there, a lot of my baby stuff that wasn't single package, like fish sticks, chicken nuggets that come in the box or whatever,
Chelsea.
a lot of that got ruined, and a lot of meat just from sitting down in that bloody water, it just wasn't safe to eat. So I trashed it. They actually were replacing people's benefits, their kids or EBT or food stamps or whatever you call it. They were replacing that for people because they know that people did not have power and lost all their food.
Thank you. So we know for a fact that there are people that are actually living this good old blackout that they talked about in that little video, aren't they?
In 5 days of it.
Okay. I love you. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off.
All right.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what ain't happening? Who ain't going without power? Who ain't going without ice? Who ain't got gas? Who didn't start jacking the gas up to $7 a gallon, knowing people needed to run their generators? The McDonald's wasn't open for the first 3 days of whatever hit. You said what literally happened 20 minutes ago? So that's why when people get on there, we had people here that was like, "Sir, we had power in 4 days." Sir, I'm in this city in Mississippi, and they just shut our water off. I'm in this place. The lights out in night. Oh, you're in Nigeria? Are you in Nigeria? Oh, the girl was on live. Oh. Hmm. I live in Clarksdale, Mississippi. We had outage like 2 weeks ago. Come on. And her lights went out. Yeah. Because they're testing it to make sure. That's what's so amazing to me that people really don't. Well, she said rolling blackouts in Africa where they said it ain't happening. And I know because we had someone else from South America, South Africa in here too, talking about there's been stuff going on over there. That's why I do not be worried about who don't believe it when we got real sources that's right there. That's my blood cousin I just talked to today. Our mama and daddy, her daddy and my mama came from the same two people. She don't have no reason to lie. I'm literally talking to her every day. Like, cousin, did the lights come back on? No, they said tomorrow. Y'all, I showed y'all the video of the little girl up in Terre Haute. She said our babies ain't had no food, or we can't cook. Our food is going bad. There's no electricity. All of that. All of it. So I don't know why people don't believe. I don't know why people have to well, like I said, if it ain't on the news, they're not paying no attention. If it ain't on the news, they not people talking about their cell phones ain't been working, their internet been out for 3 days. That's exactly what that man said. And not only that, even if we're not listening to him, the emergency broadcast system put out the very words that this dude said in that video on the same day that he did. So a man in South Africa literally says word for word what the American emergency broadcast system says, and it's a fake. That what they saying in Africa and what they saying in America is the exact same words. That it's gonna be a blackout, ATMs ain't gonna work, phones ain't gonna work. Literally, we have the emergency broadcast system thing, and that came out like right before June 1st. It was like May 31st. Well, the date that he was doing that was May 31st or May 30th. So how is it that halfway around the world there is a South African leader that is telling his people the same thing that the emergency broadcast system slipped past us? They might have just put it on a website and didn't tell nobody, because somebody shared that to me. Good night. So what ain't happening? We already know that the 15 mini cities was being tried in Europe, because we got people in Europe and Britain and England and all of that. So we have people over there like, oh yeah, they're testing our 15-minute cities now. Oh, okay, boom. So we knew that, what, last year or earlier this year? Good night. We're literally getting real-time reports from all around the world of what's going on, because we have people from all around the world in our community. So it's not like we're waiting on the news to tell us. Like, we're literally talking to people that are living it right now. The only reason we even knew that the blackouts was coming, it was because of the ones that was in Louisiana. Remember, it started in Louisiana, and then it just started being after Louisiana. They told the people in Louisiana that it was going to be up to 12 days without power. And that's when it was like 113, 120, 100 and whatever. It was just high. 110, not 120, but 110, 100 and whatever. And then it ain't been nothing but blackouts all around the world. People losing their food and all this so crazy stuff. And nobody don't think that have nothing to do with nothing. I'm about to go. But I just hope and pray that you all are listening. And I'm not talking about to the news. If you walk past them and God say, get it, and I ain't talking about shoes. Emergency stuff, whatever it is, charcoal, whatever he say, go get it. And I don't know what he's going to speak specifically to you, because it depends on where you live. People are so programmed to just think it's bad weather. Come on, Miss Angel. And they also programmed to not believe nothing they really see. Everything all they got to do is say it's a hoax, and they won't believe it. I listened and bought emergency light bulbs. 2 weeks later, our power went out. The bulbs came in handy. Come on, baby girl. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Come on, Miss Jaleesa. Did y'all hear that? Y'all hear what my niece said? She said, I listened and I bought the emergency light bulbs, and guess what? 2 weeks later, our power was out. So guess what? Nobody had to walk around hitting their toes, going to look for no flashlight, following down no damn stairs or nothing. No kids screaming, no nothing. Because we wake up to lights on. We ain't even got to be trying to bump around and be running around crazy. Ain't nobody got to go out in the garage or nothing. The lights is already on. It's a different feeling to be prepared for what's already coming that you didn't even know was coming. That's a whole different feeling. Y'all see the stress level, how it come down? You don't gotta be as stressed in crazy situations if you're prepared. I'd rather be called paranoid and know that I'm just prepared and that they're unlearned. Oh Jesus. Is this supposed to be in the basement? No. Oh Lord. Can you get a shed and get it outside? Build you like a little ground dugout or something, see? Oh, okay. 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 Gonna say you might have to dig you out a little thing and put you something in there, figure out some kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So you can and be able to go get what you need and get back in, you know what I'm saying? Right outside the door. Some kind of little box or something that you could bury down in the, because the ground stay cool, it don't really be hot. Like a trap door or something. Some kind of little dugout thing where you could put them or something. I don't know. Ooh, that's why worms stay there. Yeah. Yep. I'm just gonna say this. I'm about to go, but I'm so happy y'all listening to my people. You said UPS going on strike, and a lot of our packages come from them. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's good. That's crazy. Okay. Right at Prime Day. And you know what else I realized too? Because Target is having their version of Prime right now. Oh, you need ventilation for propane storage? Okay. I wasn't saying close it in there. Like I'm saying, they make like the so you can't have it like it with like wood slat, like a wood slatted crate under the ground with the lift up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got like a what do you call them things? Where they put a roof cellar, something like that, building a roof cellar. Yeah, and UPS them is probably that's so crazy. You wanna know something crazy, Queen? Wanna know something crazy? Remember what I told y'all I went to school for? And remember I told y'all last year that these trucks wasn't about to be running. So you wasn't gonna be able to get your packages, or if it was gonna be like COVID. Y'all remember us talking about that? Last year when the man said they told them they don't gotta stop, they don't gotta ship no run no more meat, remember? We literally talked about this. I'm reading through my survival books to find the perfect way to store your propane butane. Okay, auntie. Okay, because I'm thinking like, yeah, thank God for nephew because I didn't know. I know like most of my family they keep them out by like the shed or the barn. You know what I'm saying? They put them a little bit like at the back of the house in a shed or whatever. I work at FedEx and they told us if UPS goes on strike, y'all gonna have to work 14-hour days. Are you serious? Yes, it's legal if you in a right to work state. Mm. I love y'all. Thank you for letting us know. See, this is why I said people talking about what ain't happening. Yeah, UPS going on strike. They are preparing us at FedEx now. Wow. So they already know what's coming. See? But the folks out here don't. Thank God we got it. God keep giving it. Last year it was the special ops dude. And, you understand? We keep getting put on like boom. God. I wanna say thank you. Yeah. I just gotta say. I don't even know that. I wanna say. I gotta say thank you. Thanks, Dad. Because I promise you'll be putting us on every single day. You allow us to get information that the world don't be. July 31st with the determined. Okay. Y'all know the song I'm talking about? She be singing that song? I want to say thank you. I don't know. You've been kind. Or whatever it is. Freeze dried strawberries went from $18 to $25. Of course they did. Y'all know what it is. Good night. I'm about to get off here too. I keep saying it, and now we at 71 minutes. I'm about to go. I gotta pee anyway. I love y'all. I just wanted to get crazy. I see these people all that they really think they doing something by saying it's not happening. No, that's because you don't want to believe that it's happening. That doesn't mean it isn't happening just because you don't believe it's happening. It's happening. You just could be fooled, and so you won't be prepared, and that is not our problem. It don't have anything to do with us. Because we already got people that's using it already because they've been in some of these places where they're testing it. Love you too. Yeah, I'm about to go get me some food. Eat. Oh, excuse me. I might eat some waffles. That sound real good right now. Blueberry waffles to get my beat. I'm gonna be, you know, waffles sound good for dinner. I think I'm gonna do that. Good night, y'all. I love y'all too. Thank you to everybody that always shares information so that we can be aware and alert to what is going on, because as y'all can see, our media is not going to tell us so. I definitely love everybody. I'm going to try to. I love y'all.